Okay, hey everybody, it's Sam again. This is the movie ones that I was talking about. I hope I can get through this again. My knee started bothering me a lot. I had to stop and delete it and all that. I hope she doesn't come back up here. Okay, I watched Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Um, it was made in 1989. I was going to say 2009. That's when the deluxe edition came out. New York has a new problem. In Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, Deluxe Edition. After an electrifying return from the bottom of his Crystal Lake grave, indestructible psycho slasher Jason Voorhees ships out to visit the Big Apple and paints the town red. High school senior Renee Wickham is in for the ride of her life and possibly her death when she and her classmates take a graduation cruise bound for New York City. Little do they know that crazed serial killer Jason is a stowaway who quickly transforms the teen-filled love boat Celebration into the ultimate voyage of the damned. Only a few survivors reach New York, where the bloody rampage spills into the gritty streets and subways of Manhattan, in a deadly game of hide-and-seek leading to a toxic confrontation with Jason for one last final time. Okay, I gotta tell you something. This was really good. If you guys want to know, like, who acted in it or something, just tell me. I'll do it in like another video. I'll just start doing it then, so if that's what you think is best. Special features, killer's commentary, New York, New York has a new problem, the making of Friday 13th, Part 8, slashed scenes and gag reel. The other movie I watched is Profoundly Normal with Kirstie Alley and Delroy Lindo. This was made in 2003. It took me forever to find this movie. I saw it when it originally came out on TV, and my sister got it for me on the internet. This is based on a true story. Donna Selby and Ricardo Thornton were two mentally disabled children who were taken from their parents and institutionalized. Donna was angry and afraid. She hated the heavy medications, uncompassionate staff, and had difficulty coping. Then she met cheerful and optimistic Ricardo, who had a calming effect on her. Their friendship blossomed for over 20 years, and then they were told that the institution was closing. Patients were reassigned to other institutions, group homes, and apartments. Could Donna and Ricardo survive in the outside world? Would they be able to survive without each other? Follow the quest of this mentally disabled couple to find each other again. Feel their love and determination to fulfill their dreams of getting married, having a child, forbidden by the social services authorities, which I still don't know if they still do that or not, and becoming a normal family. That's what that one's about. Then I watched Eagle Eye, and that didn't come with any special features. That, other movie I just told you about. This one only has 2 deleted scenes and road trip on location with cast and crew. Executive producer Steven Spielberg delivers the ultimate race against time thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Shia LaBeouf and Michelle Monaghan, I can't really pronounce her last name, star as strangers ripped from their ordinary lives when they are activated as part of a high-tech assassination plot. Through blistering chases and shocking twists, they try to escape, but where do you go when the enemy is everywhere? This was made in 2008, and all I know is about him, his character, his twin brother, something about his twin brother, I'm trying to remember it, all of it. Just that machine is trying to use him because the twin brother put like a lock thing on it, and eventually using that woman to kill him afterwards after he unlocks it. Next one I watched was Bring It On. Almost everybody knows what this movie's about. It was made in 2000. The Toro cheerleading squad has spirit, spunk, sass, and a killer routine that's sure to land them in the national championship trophy for the 6th year in a row. But for newly elected team captain Torrance, the Toro's road to cheer glory stumbles when she discovers that perfectly choreographed routines were stolen from a hot hip-hop squad across town. Now the squad must scramble to find a new routine to compete in this year's competition. Spotlight on location, the making of Bring It On, featurette, commentary, deleted scenes, extended scenes, never before seen. Wardrobe and makeup test. It's another one's about like you watch it and these little facts things pops up. You know. Block, As If that's how you pronounce that, I'm not sure. As If music video, DVD-ROM, featurettes, theatrical trailers, and more. Next one I watched was Jumanji, and I gotta tell you, I do watch like one or two movies every day. I don't watch them like all day long, just one or two. And oh yeah, I actually forgot about grabbing them other ones. I'll grab them at the end of the video. Before I throw myself off, Jumanji. Okay. It was made in 1995. When young Alan Parrish discovers a mysterious board game, he doesn't realize its unimaginable powers until he is magically transported before the eyes of his friend Sarah into the untamed jungles. No! No! To the untamed jungles of Jumanji. 26 years later, he is freed from the game's spell by two unsuspecting children. Alan reunites with Sarah and together with Judy and Peter tries to outwit the game's powerful forces in this imaginative adventure and combines breathtaking special effects with an enchanting mixture of comedy, magic, and thrills. It says digitally mastered audio and anamorphic video, animated menus, isolated music score, audio, subtitles, making of documentary, production design documentary, storyboards, SFX featurette, SFX crew commentary, talent files, theatrical trailers, scene selections, photo galleries. And then now this one I've never seen on YouTube. Jeremy, and it's got the same people that played on Ode to Billy Joe, if anybody's ever seen that. Glynis O'Connor and Robbie Benson. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure it out here. Should I call her? What will I say? Will she think I'm a geek? Will she be right? Falling in love is never easy, but when you're 15, I cannot talk today. It's excruciating. Robbie Benson and Glynis O'Connor star in this warm, funny, and beautiful, touching romance. Life's never been too challenging for Jeremy Jones. He makes straight A's, plays first chair cello in the school orchestra, and picks the winning horses at the track nearly every time. But things get pretty complicated when he meets Susan Rollins. She's the most beautiful girl he's ever laid eyes on, and he doesn't have the slightest idea what to do about it. Yeah, by the fact, yep, they do fall in love, and I feel so bad about this movie. I don't want to spoil it too much. It's sad at the ending. That's all I'm saying. But I loved it. It was made in 1973. Then I watched both of these movies. The Fly and The Fly 2. I don't really like the old Fly. I mean, I do sort of, but haven't watched The Fly old part 2, The Return of the Fly. I haven't watched that one yet. But The Fly and The Fly 2, this was the one that had Jeff Goldblum in it. And it was, I don't think it's going to tell me when it was made. Maybe it will. Yeah, 1986. The first one. I'm going to try to go first one. The frightening but extremely moving and romantic horror film stars Jeff Goldblum as an over-ambitious scientist who accidentally merges with a housefly while conducting a bizarre teleporting experiment. A journalist who has fallen in love with him while covering his scientific endeavors suddenly finds herself caring for a horrifying creature who in second half gradually begins to take over. And part 2. Beneath his ordinary exterior, Martin is the most extraordinary person alive. Though only 5 years old, he is a fully matured adult. And he is also the son of a human fly. Now it's only a matter of time before his mutated genes waken from the dormant state. Jam-packed with incredible science effects, The Fly 2 is an unforgettable sequel, just as riveting and terrifying as the original. And that was made in 1989. Oh, part 1. I don't think they have any special features on these. I think they do, but I don't know what they are. See, I mean, this is what the back looks like. I can't really tell what the heck. Yeah, I can't really tell. the other movie I watched, Can't Hardly Wait. And the only reason I got this is I just got it because of Jennifer Love Hewitt. I was starting to collect some of her movies at the time. This was made in 2005, if I am right. And it says, it's graduation day at Huntington Hills High, a time for pomp and circumstance, tassels and motorboards, and serious introspection about the future. But tonight, the seniors will leave all that behind for the things that really matter: romance, revenge, and rock and roll. Ethan Embry, Charlie Corsmo, Lauren Ambrose, Peter Facinelli, Seth Green, and Jennifer Love Hewitt star in one raucous comedy about the ultimate teen party, a once-in-a-lifetime alternative universe where class nerds become class studs, super jocks are humiliated, and freshman crushes blossom into grown-up romance. From prom queen to bimbo, meathead to misfit, everyone will be there for a hormone-charged bash tapped for out-of-control fun. I actually really liked this movie. It's so funny, especially it's about that guy. Like, I'm trying to get him. He's in love with Jennifer Hewitt's character, and it's just funny where he's trying to tell her he loves her all through that. It's funny. Okay, there is a movie that I just recently kind of purchased. I can't really pronounce this. Every time I try to pronounce it, by Xantum, I guess. I wanted this movie so bad when I heard it first came out. I could not get it. Every time I went to the store to try to get it, it was never there. Finally, I just ordered it off the internet. It was just like, it wasn't that long ago either when I got it. But this is the most recent part. This one and Mockingjay Part 1. I haven't even gotten to watch that yet. Clara and Eleanor have been stating their need for blood for 200 years. Sensitive Eleanor relies on the elderly to survive, but Clara is far less compassionate, working as a prostitute and bringing a violent end to those who would take advantage of her. When the trail of bloodless corpses left in their wake forces them to flee to a coastal town, Clara sees an opportunity to set up a brothel in an old resort and establish a more stable life. But Eleanor, unwilling to continue living on the run, yearns to tell her story of life in the past, not accepting the grave consequences doing so may have. Sexy, thrilling, and mysterious, director Neil Jordan's Interview with a Vampire by Zentum, I don't know if I'm saying that right, definitely draws upon 19th century vampire mythology to create a wholly contemporary gothic tale. All of that says in the special features and interviews and trailers, and this was made in 2012 or 13? It's not really specific. I think 13, but I'm not sure. 2012 or 13, it's confusing a little bit. Give me 2 years. I just really got this because I really loved the movie when I saw it on Dish. I had Dish for a while. But I loved that movie right there. And I wanted it so bad. And plus, I was kind of collecting her movies. I only got, let me see, The Host, The Lovely Bones, and this. And I think I got something else of hers, but I'm not sure. But that was actually really, really good. I'm trying to grab my other movies. Give me a minute. Next, I watched The Haunting. Yeah, this is signature selection thing. I really got this from my mom, and well, my mom passed away, and I ended up getting it. But let me think. This was made in 2002. In the edge of your seat supernatural thriller featuring Hollywood's hottest stars, a study in fear escalates into a heart-stopping nightmare for a professor and 3 subjects trapped in a mysterious mansion. For over a century, the dark and forbidding Hill House has sat alone and abandoned, or so it seemed. Intrigued by the mansion's storied past, Dr. Marrow lures his three subjects, Theo, Nell, and Luke, to the site for a seemingly harmless experiment, but from the moment of their arrival, Nell seems mysteriously drawn to the house, and the attraction is frighteningly mutual. When night descends, the study goes horrifyingly aware as the subjects discover the haunting secrets that live within the walls of Hill House. Don't miss the state-of-the-art special effects as Hill House unleashes its supernatural wrath in the latest thriller from the director of Speed and Twister. There's behind the scenes and 2 trailers and cast and filmmaker bios and production notes on the special features. This is a widescreen edition. I kind of want it full screen, but what can you do? That was actually really good too. I like the new one better than the old one. Then I watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, and yeah, it's that. I actually do have the box set, but I kind of took them out of the box so I can show it to you better. I don't think I watched them all yet either. This one was made in 1988. Proving there's no rest for the wicked, the unspeakable evil Freddy Krueger is again resurrected from the grave to wreak havoc upon those who dare to dream, but this time he faces a powerful new adversary. As her friends succumb one-to-one to Freddy's wrath, telepathically gifted Kristen embarks on a desperate mission to destroy the satanic Dreamstalker and release the tortured souls of his victim once and for all. Yeah, for a minute, I forgot which one this one was. As soon as I heard Kristen, I was like, wait, is this the one that had the... No, it wasn't. Directed by Rennie Harlin and located with killer effects and drop-dead humor, this is a superior horror picture and balances wit and gore and imagination and intelligence. And I don't remember if this thing had any special features. I don't think so, but I mean, it might have. I think most of these came with, like, the only special feature is, like, cast and crew thing, you know. And I only watched a few of these off this, and it's like a family film. I actually only watched one right now, but I will watch them all. But right now I just only watched one. I want to add it, though. I'll try to kind of get it up on there fast. Can't really show you, that light's, like, glaring in it. That one. When Zachary Beaver comes to town. Watch that one. When Zachary Beaver comes to town. Zachary, a sideshow act touted as the world's fattest boy, develops a friendship with 2 local youngsters. And that was made in 2004. I love that movie. It had that boy that played on Stuart Little. I don't remember his name. But it had that boy that played on Stuart Little. And it's basically just about that he's fat, and these people are trying to, because that guy who's taking care of him left him in town, and everybody's trying to push him out, kind of put him in child protective services and all that. And what happens in there. Okay, good, I'll grab part 1. And then I watched Grease. I love Grease. Kind of wish he'd make, like, an updated version on it, like Grease 3, like, updated, you know. But Grease is the one that you want. Go back to high school with Pink Lady Sandy, which at first she wasn't a pink lady. She just hung out with them. A leader of the bad boy T-Birds, Danny, and a rockin' and rollin' all-star cast available for the first time as a remastered special edition and featuring all new bonus material. Grease Rockin' Rydell edition is the word. Yes, it has a lot of special features. Rydell sing-along, 11 deleted and extended scenes, and alternate scenes, DVD launch party, Grease memories from John and Olivia, the moves behind the scenes, Thunder, Roadsters, and much, much more. And this was made in 1978. Now this one is also, I've never seen it showed on YouTube. Vampire Resurrection. I love the Full Moon company, what movies they make. I mean, I know they're like all B-rated stuff and like low budget and all that, but I can't help it. I love this. The only problem I had with it is that every so often you could see the like boom mic kind of dip down into the scene, but other than that, I mean, the acting was good, the movie was good. I just overlooked that. This was made in 2009? Yeah, 2009. And at twilight their love will rise again, buried deep beneath the earth for 100 years. Jonathan had to sacrifice his own soul and become a vampire in order to find his true love. Meanwhile, a beautiful young woman, Victoria, awakes from recurring dreams of a time when she was in love. It is clear that Victoria is Jonathan's true love, and when they finally meet, they realize that their souls are forever intertwined. Victoria finds herself caught between her immortal love and her mortal ties. Jonathan has made the ultimate sacrifice for her, his own mortality. Will she now do the same for him? And yeah, there's an alternate. Now, I gotta be honest. That right there, it says special features. I don't think there was any special features on my movie. It just had the play movie and then scenes. I don't remember no alternate ending on this. I just didn't realize that. The making of, now that right there, that was on there. I actually might have to look at this again. I almost feel like laughing. Director commentary and deleted scenes. Okay, I might, if I have to, I might not be able to show all the movies. Because I did like watch one or two, like I said before. Watch one or two movies like every day. And I'll like, if I can't show them and all, and then I'll break it off into two, you know. And then I watched The Princess's Bride, and I love this cover. I like it just because you can do that. And it's a special edition, right? Oh, it's 20th anniversary collector's edition. I love this movie so much because I kind of like I don't know, I like the story and everything. I kind of want the book too. The original fractured fairy tale, The Princess Bride, is now more captivating with the 20th anniversary collector's edition, now with 3 featurettes and the all-new True Love and High Adventure interactive DVD game. This real dream of a movie is now a fantastical DVD. Heartbroken over the death of her beloved Wesley, beautiful Buttercup finally succumbs to the advances of the wicked Prince Humperdinck. Yet when she's suddenly kidnapped by a motley band of deviants, what gallant hero comes to her rescue? None other than Wesley, alive and well, and as wonderful as ever. But before these two can live happily ever after, they must first overcome formidable odds. Will the star-crossed lovers ever fulfill their destiny, or this time will Buttercup lose Wesley forever? This was made in... No. Really? 1988? I'm sorry, that's a little shocking to me. 1998 and yeah, 2007 I think is when the edition came out. 1988. Okay, that's actually kind of shocking. I wasn't even born in. The special features True Love and High Adventure. The official Princess's Bride DVD game. Princess's Bride, the Untold Tale featurette. The Art Fencing featurette, and Fairy Tales and Folklore featurette, and Twice Told Tale, the reversible story with 2 versions of the Princess Bride story. I can't help it. A lot of people didn't like this movie, but I can't help it. It was so funny and like, I don't know. I just like the story and everything. Gotta keep an eye on that time. Okay, because I can't go like 40 minutes or something like that. Over 40 minutes. I might stop at like 38 or something, just so I won't go over. Then the next movie I watched, Catch and Release. Yeah, I like Jennifer Gardner. A little bit, anyways. But I liked this. It was made in 2007. And, yeah, the only thing is about commentaries. 2 different commentaries. For every loss, there's something to be found. After the death of her fiance, Gray moves in with her late love's best friends. While Sam and Dennis do their best to cheer her Gray up, Fritz doesn't seem to care. Once Gray breaks through Fritz's, I can never say his name. It keeps the tongue twister. Defenses, however, she finally sees why her fiance thought so highly of him. As they spend more time together, Gray learns that her chances for love have not died out with her fiance. But when some surprise guests show up on her doorstep, it'll take the love of all her new friends to help Gray learn that life may be messy, but love is messier. Yeah, I love this movie. I can't help saying that about a whole bunch of movies, but I love this movie because of what she goes through and everything. Although I do think it's sad when certain parts happen. The next movie I watched, I could be honest, I did like the VHS a little bit better. I got like the VHS, like some kind of special edition VHS. This Halloween cut off a whole bunch what the VHS had. The night he came home. Yeah, everybody knows what this is, Halloween. And almost everybody knows when this was made. I think it was 77, 78. 15 years ago, Michael Myers brutally massacred his sister. Now, after escaping from a mental hospital, he's back to relive his grisly crime again and again and again. This is Halloween like you've never seen or heard it before. Halloween has been fully restored under the supervision of Lucifilm's THX Digital Master Services. The video was transformed by the award-winning colorist Adams. What a weird name. From a new 3mm introspective made from the original camera negative and approved by the film's cinematographer Dean Cundey. The new Dolby Digital 5.01 soundtrack was created by Chas Productions in association with Alan Howarth, using a digital 16-track music studio mastered and the recently discovered original 335mm magnetic dialogue and effects track. It has a ton of special features. Behind the scenes, still gallery, Halloween Unmasked 2000, original theatrical trailer, TV, television spots, radio spots, talent bios, still and poster gallery, widescreen presentation, and full frame. Comes widescreen, full screen. I really liked that movie, although I did like the VHS. I got better. Where it cut off a whole bunch of what the VHS had. Then I watched Hot Chick. Yeah, I can't help it. I love Rob Schneider. He's so funny. This was made in... I don't know. When was this made? OMG, they don't have the date on this thing. Really? This thing has no date? I'm so sorry, I cannot tell you the date when this was made. This does not have a date. I'm sorry. The hilarious Rob Schneider has been a gigolo. He's been an animal. Now a curse will make him something he's never been before, a woman. Jessica Spencer is the hottest, most popular girl in high school, but she gets a big dose of reality when she wakes up in the body of a 30-something-year-old low-life male, and quickly discovers that trading on your looks isn't so easy when you're a girl who constantly needs to shave. How in the world can Jessica convince her friends it's really her, and how can she change herself back into a teenage girl? The Hot Chick is a wild and wacky gender-bending comedy everyone can enjoy, no matter what sex you are. Special features, deleted scenes, an alternate ending, Hot Chick yearbook, behind the scenes featurette, audio commentary, Zed music video, Starlight, and just specifications like the sound and all that. It's gonna irritate me because of the date, but I don't know, who cares right now. Then I watched Welcome to the Rileys. This was made in 2011 or 10. I think 2010. Golden Globe winner James Gandolfini, I can't really pronounce his last name, is Doug Riley, a man at the crossroads. Ever since the tragic death of his teenage daughter, he's led a life of quiet desperation, and now something has to give. On a business trip to New Orleans, he encounters Mallory, a raw, angry runaway, living a dangerous life as a stripper. Moved by emotions he barely understands, Doug abandons his old life to save hers. The tenuous balance is threatened when his wife, Lois, shakes off the fears that have kept her homebound for years. Now 3 lost souls seek hope and forgiveness in each other and together they discover a rare gift and connection that feels like family. I thought this movie was like sad and all that. And then I did watch part 2 to Grease. I actually really like this one too. It's funny. Return to Rockin' Rodale High for a whole new term. It's 1961, 2 years after the original Grease gang graduated, and there's a new crop of seniors and a new members of the coolest clique on campus, the Pink Ladies and T-Birds. Michael Carrington is the new kid in school, but he's been branded a brainiac. Can he fix up an old motorcycle, don a leather jacket, and avoid a rumble with the leader of the T-Birds, and win the heart of Pink Lady Stephanie Zanoni? He's surely going to try. This was made 1982. I actually thought this one was just a tad bit more funnier than part 1, but there's some things I didn't like about it, but then some things I did. The thing I don't like about this is where they kept thinking about sex and all that. Okay. Then I did watch XX Baggage. This was made in 1997. So sorry. Alicia Silverstone. I never really knew his name. Bianco del Toro. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Christopher Walken and Harry Connick Jr. star in this offbeat adventure about a poor little rich girl and a car thief who steals her heart. Desperate for attention, Emily Hope stages her own kidnapping, but before Emily can enjoy a happy reunion with her father, her car gets stolen, with Emily still inside. Quirky, cool, and hilarious romantic. Excess Baggage is the best film of the year. Romantic, exciting, and engaging. The next movie I watched, The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. Although I did watch it in just the 2D version. This was made in 2005. At least that's what it's saying. Another family adventure from the hit-making director of Spy Kids. The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl is a non-stop fun and stars Hollywood's favorites David Arquette, Kristen Davis, and George Lopez. Everyone always knew that Max had a wild imagination, but no one believed that his wildest creations, a boy raised by watchful great white sharks and a girl with the force of a volcano, were real. Now these two pint-sized action masters will show Max that even an ordinary kid has what it takes to be extraordinary. Bursting with cool eye-popping 3D special effects, even the smallest dreamers can become the biggest heroes in the entertaining motion picture. This does have special features. Creating Shark Boy and Lava Girl, feature commentary, and it comes in 3D and 2D, which this really doesn't come with any special features. I don't think Grease 2 did either. I did watch, I think it might be able to do 1 or 2 more movies, and then I'll have to stop and then do another video. Abduction. Taylor Lautner explodes on screen as a young man whose secret past is set to collide with a dangerous reality. After uncovering a deadly lie, Nathan is propelled on a lethal, no-holds-barred mission to learn the truth. Aided by a devoted family friend, Nathan hunts for the facts, pits him against ruthless assassinations and questionable allies. And yeah, they do have like behind the scenes on this thing and making abduction and his stunts and gag reel. And this was made in 2011. I watched Sky High. This was made in 2005. A super adventure of heroic proportions, this crowd-pleasing hit from Walt Disney Pictures star Hollywood favorites Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston. The son of legendary heroes Commander and Jetstream, young Will Stronghold carries huge expectations as he enters a high-tech school known for molding the heroes of tomorrow. With no apparent superpowers of his own, however, Will seems destined to grow up a mere sidekick. But he discovers his true strengths. He'll also learn that it takes loyalty and teamwork to truly become a hero. This is actually a really good family film. Walt Disney. I do like Walt Disney cartoons and the real life stuff. Let's see. Transylvania 65000. As you can tell, I like Jeff Goldblum. This was made in 1996. Tabloid reporter Jack Harrison and Gil Turner are sent to Transylvania with two choices: find the Frankenstein monster or find new jobs. But before the jumpy journalists can dig up their story, they must first face the horrors of an extremely clumsy butler, a nymphomaniac vampire, and a semi-mad doctor, as well as assorted mummies, werewolves, and more. Transylvania oddballs. Can these two bumbling heroes unravel this monstrous mystery, or are they in for some very scary surprises? And I don't think this came with any special features. I did watch Trick or Treat. This was made in 2007. A creepy, darkly comic celebration of the scariest night of the year from producer Bryan Singer and writer-director Michael Dougherty. Trick or Treat takes the Creepshow slant and tells from the correct approach to nefarious new depths with four interwoven tales set on Halloween night. A high school principal moonlights as a vicious serial killer. The quest of a young virgin for that special someone takes a gruesome turn. A group of teens carries out a cruel prank with disastrous consequences, and a cankerous old man battles a mischievous trick-or-treating demon. And yeah, this came with special features: Trick or Treat, Seasoned Greetings. It's like a little mini cartoon, and I think it's it. Well, I will probably do another video in a minute. So, see you in a minute.